congratulations on the win. It's like Brisbane still the next best, and you value that win?
Oh yeah, we absolutely value that win. The thing about Brisbane, you know what you're always going to be up against when you come up against them, and we spoke about it before the game. You know that they'd bring great effort and great energy, and that if we weren't up for that, they can get you on the hop a little bit. So. The pleasing thing was, at quarter time we came in. At quarter time we thought that, yep, absolutely, we were able to match them in that area, and eventually, we were able to get through and hit the scoreboard. Probably the difference was we were a bit more efficient when we were able to get the ball in our hands.
Do you feel like you still come up here and you're trying to send a message that hey, we're still like a little way in front of you guys and the rest of the comp?
Well, we don't. We really don't talk about sending a message. We talk probably more within our four walls about what type of team we want to be, what our best football looks like, and how individuals can contribute in the best way they can. So a lot of it's about the players just always looking to get better, and the better they get individually and understand our system and the way we want to play, the better we're going to play as a team and play to what our brand and our identity looks like.
Might as well talk to one of the individuals because numerically that was easily your best game. How did it feel? Did that feel like you sort of found something else within you today?
Yeah, I think like Croc said, we always knew Brisbane were going to bring the heat. They're really high pressure side, so I think in and around the contest it was really a contested game. So I guess suits how I play a bit more. But once we got to the outside, it looks really good and getting it to grass and stuff. But yeah, I think as a team we're just focusing on what we can improve, and there's definitely a lot of learnings that we can take out of that game, myself individually as well. So yeah, we'll just look on to next week and look forward to review.
Really felt Mary had been building to a game like that. Like she, we'd been chipping away. We'd sort of been, talking about a few things and having a look, and it's so pleasing that she was able to sort of bring that. She was really important last week, with obviously Jazz Garner, being absent last week from the game, and Ailish Sheeran going into the midfield who hadn't played there before for us. So players like Mia and Ruby Tripodi and obviously Ash Riddell just keeps on keeping on. They were really important last week and again today.
Ash and Jazz probably have the fame, as it were, that hasn't been afforded to you for whatever reason. Have you kind of been chipping away thinking, well, it's going to be me in a moment because there's going to be so much attention paid to those two that I'm going to be able to run riot? Did that ever cross your mind?
Not really. I think, as a midfield group, we just really focus on playing our role, and it's obviously amazing to play with stars like Ash and Jam, and I'm always learning off them. They're some of the best in the competition, if not the best. So to be able to be in a midfield with them, but also like Croc said, learning playing alongside Ruby as well. She's improved so much with her game. So I think in there we've got a really good gel at the moment, and we're learning off each other and continue to grow as a midfield. But yeah.
Darren, I think you said you felt this was coming from Mia. Like, what gave you the indication? What has she been doing, or what have you seen?
Mia, like a lot of our players, has just bought into the motto of just getting better every day, probably had a couple of pre-season. Didn't have the most pristine pre-season, so probably hit the start of the season and needed to sort of just look at continuing to get better and ways that she could do that. We had a look at some vision the other week, and I've just felt like the last couple of weeks her ability to get from contest to contest, get out of the contest, change her gears has been really important.
Thanks. I should ask about Vicky. She was off the field for a lot today. What's the deal?
Yeah. Don't know, the messaging coming up to the box, and I haven't caught up with the medicos yet, but it's got to do with an arm, elbow arm, so she'll get assessed to whether she has to have a scan on that to see what the damage is, but she didn't think it was too serious to stop her. She actually went back on after the initial incident, but then it felt like it was troubling her too much, so we then didn't play her probably from about halfway through, I think, the third quarter.
One individual I'd like to ask about is, Blaine Bogue, did she come fully formed, or did you?
God, she's a gun.
She seems just tailor-made.
Yeah, I think something that our program does extremely well is that we identify players that can come in and play a certain role, and then we we really drill down and go to town on, okay, trying to teach and develop that player in a role. And Blahim's been one of them. She didn't get a game all of last year, so this is her second season with us, but we really, had her earmarked for the role that she's playing. It's taken a little while for her to absolutely grasp it, and she's still grasping it, and she's still growing and getting better as well. But I think our program does a really good job at being able to identify players, put them into a certain role for us, and then educating them and then developing them in those roles.
You don't sound surprised by what she's doing. Maybe where the geese on the outside are.
Yeah. No, we value her like we value everyone. Like she's got great speed, she's got great agility. She's worked hard at sort of picking up the fundamentals of the game. Her goal kicking, has been really strong. So she's been a really, really good asset for us, and will continue to be one.
Just one last question for me about just how the team operates in the field. There was one point I think in the third term where Brisbane scored 1 goal, and the team looked almost offended and kicked 4 on from there. Who are obviously the drive comes from everyone, it doesn't need to come from you in one sense, but who are the real talkers on the field? I mean, we all assume Garner and Carney, but who are the ones who actually sort of drive those standards on the field?
Leave that one to you, Maya.
Yeah, I think, Carney and Garner are definitely, very strong leaders on the field. And also Ash Riddell, I think she's just setting people up. You'll see her pointing around, and she talks to a lot of the midfielders like me and Rubes, who sometimes might just need a little positioning. She's kind of like the mother hen sorting us out. So, Ash is definitely a big driver along with Jamin and Khans. But in saying that, I think everyone's a leader in their own right, and I think we have this infectious. If one person gets up, it kind of it goes to the whole group. So definitely team driven, but those three really drive the standards.
Yep.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Good on
Thanks
ya.
so much,
Thanks, guys.
guys.